is you have to learn how to communicate, and more than that, how to figure out when someone is failing to communicate and help them. And so one of the things I do a lot is there's loads of great books on basically business and project management and those kinds of things, and they teach you how to talk to people and get ideas from them. So for me, one of the biggest challenges to work with is when you meet someone new, is try to talk around the project first. Find out what their goals are. Because oftentimes they'll say, we need a project that does this. And you'll be like, hang on a second, is your goal to do this? And they say yes. Okay, well then actually we could do it A, B, or C. And they're like, oh, that'll be easier. A simple example I usually give is I worked with one client and they asked for a Skype type integration into the application. Now, they don't really want Skype. That's not what they meant. They meant a video player. So that's already not quite the same thing. Someone who wasn't really paying attention might have gone off and tried to figure out how to put Skype into Unity, and they would have been on the wrong track altogether. The second thing is once I've talked to them more, they were like, oh, we just need people to communicate. And I was like, well, video and audio can be done separately. And if you do video, you have to deal with the extra bandwidth and the costs and the issues with that. And so after we went back and forth, they realized all they actually wanted was the ability to have voice over IP. Just a very simple add some pun voice, and I could have wasted a lot of time and their money and everything else if I wasn't really listening to what their actual goals are. They're just using the language they're familiar with, saying do things in Skype. So learning communication skills, as silly as it sounds, is probably one of the number one things that I recommend for the kind. If you do get into consulting and contracting, you need to know when to not waste your time and theirs.